It is not. I'm gonna cry. And if I cry, no one's gonna like it. No one's gonna like it if I start crying. We're all gonna have a bad time. Are we back up and recording so everyone can hear me
absolutely.
as I sing my song about crying?
So it cut off, thankfully, like right when we were talking about them birds picking up other animals dropping off cliffs.
All right.
Remember that? According to Arabic tradition, the rock never lands on Earth, and only on the mountain Quaff at the center of the world.
The what?
Yeah, it's a mountain, I guess, at the center of the world.
Like, do you think our boy Brendan Fraser knows about that?
He wasn't in the second one, was he?
No, but he was in the first one.
Yeah.
Because Dwayne The Rock Johnson was in the second one.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Big Crypt is trying to keep it from you.
Marco Polo sighted the creature. I'm going to the sightings here just to power through the end here.
Yep.
There are 4 sightings about the rock in Arabian Nights. One story involving Sinbad, the rock unknowingly carries Sinbad, the comedian, to safety after a shipwreck.
So many pop culture tie-ins.
I know, man, that's a really old pop culture tie-in. Yeah, it's just telling the story of the rocks in Arabian Nights. Is all the sighting spits are. But yeah, dude, big scary birds.
Very big, very scary birds.
That's where we're at with this.
Oh, he just muffed that punt. This is playing out loud.
Yeah, no worries.
Man, does that glide us right into Cryptid Fight Club?
You what?
Are we in Cryptid Fight Club?
Yeah,
now?
I think we are. I think we've flown our way into Cryptid Fight Club.
Man, there's no real good way to do that, huh? Let me think about it.
Yeah.
Vamp.
I think it's time to rock with Cryptid Fight Club.
That one's decent.
We're gonna put the Thunderbird in the Thunderdome.
Ooh, I actually kind of like that. We're gonna baby bird this Cryptid Fight Club right near your ears.
That's gross.
And if there wasn't in there because Levi cut it out, I just made regurgitating noises for 4 minutes. Because I thought about doing it and I was like, I don't want to hear that myself. All right.
I'm gonna cut out the safety net part where you're like, no, I didn't do it, and then like leave.
That's fine.
All right, so we got big flying birds. Obviously, the rock is significantly larger than the Thunderbird.
Yeah, I think rock is at the top of our flying ones right now.
Yeah,
just because of pure size.
Yeah, it's hard to take down a blue whale.
That's true.
In relative, like, to size to creatures.
Yeah.
Big things have a lot of HP.
They do. If Pokemon has taught me anything, Wailord a tank.
Mm-hmm. This is the flying Reinhardt of animals.
I have a hard time quantifying how the flying ones would stack up against the...
Well, it's because bird fights are silly to watch. You ever watch two bird fight, like eagles fight each other? There's like talons going at each other in midair. They look silly.
Yeah.
When it's like a crow and a blue jay, you can figure out, okay, this is how this fight's gonna go.
Yeah, so rock top of the flying ones right now.
Yeah.
Could be unseated.
Yeah? Oh.
Could be unseated. And
in theory, he could pick up any non-flyer and take them up 500 feet and then drop them.
See, that's what I was thinking, but then I would like, because I was like, oh, he could just pick anybody up. But then I was thinking about the fact that, like, one, guess who he's not getting? Mongolian deathworm.
Yeah, that's
gonna burn those claws right off, as well as anyone who can put up any kind of a fight, because a whale really can't.
Yeah,
he's gonna flap that tail, but as long as you're out of reach of it, you're good.
Well, I mean, and the
Bigfoot chop that leg, done.
Swift
Bird leg's small. Bird don't hit leg day.
But not necessarily, but like on like raptors like that, if it is in that same like,
yeah, I guess
predatory, it would have talons and it would have like,
I guess it did say it had talons.
Yeah, a little more reinforced than your standard bird.
Well, I guess that puts the magic ones and the Mongolian deathworm still up at the top.
Yeah.
I think Rock's coming in at a number 3 or number
like
4.
We need to. What I want to do is categorize by naturally occurring creatures versus like magical creatures. And we can, and then it can like be broken down more evenly. I feel like more fairly.
Yeah,
because things with magic or maybe aliens.
They're just gonna beat anything because we don't know what they can do.
Yeah, exactly. But like a big bird, we know what a big bird can do.
Make scary noises.
Yeah.
Grab at you.
Take you up and let you go.
Mm-hmm. But what we didn't think about?
What's that?
Bigfoot grabbed that leg. You can't grab him. You can't drop him.
It's true.
Bigfoot RKO you from hundreds of feet up.
500-foot RKO. That'd be wild. That'd be the best pay-per-view event ever.
I mean, look.
You thought the top of the steel cage was high?
Wait until you're seeing Bigfoot RKO The Rock. All I'm saying is I haven't seen Dwayne The Rock Johnson and this bird in the same room. Dwayne The Rock Johnson might just be transforming into a big old bird in his free time.
It's possible. Listen, I cannot confirm nor deny.
Kevin Hart could be the smaller one because they're good buddies apparently. Yeah. If The Rock was the rock bird,
yeah,
Kevin Hart would be like a hummingbird still.
Yeah,
I hate Kevin Hart. We can't get into this on this. We can't. I've been. We'll talk about it afterwards. We'll talk about my celebrity beefs afterwards.
Okay.
So yeah. So I think it'll be a lot easier when we have a lot more animals in the different. Because like I'd like to fully separate it to like aerial.
Yeah.
Like I almost said marsupial, which isn't the word.
Yeah. They have pouches.
Marine.
My other thought was, can we make these into Pokemon like characters and break them down by types and give them evolutionary chains?
Can we? Yes.
We can.
Do either of us have the time or the mental capacity?
No.
But will we?
Maybe.
Probably.
I had the thought of the t-shirt that just says like My Neighbor Mothman, but in the Pokemon font. I just have like a Mothman and a Bigfoot Pokemon like stylized.
That would be so cool. I'll find someone who's doing Pokemon art on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like paying people for art.
That's fair. That's a good thing to do.
I'm gonna put that on my calendar to like one day this week try and find someone who's doing Pokemon art.
Yeah.
Because that would be, even if we can't get it on like a t-shirt or something, it would be kind of cool just to have.
Yeah. I want to like get stuff and be able to like put it up on the wall.
That would be super cool.
Because like right now we've got the skeleton head.
Yeah, we do need something. We don't have anything for My Neighbor Mothman yet. We should get on that.
Yeah. We have the old Anarchy Industries stuff still. We got t-shirts and
I still have my stickers from the Anarchy Industries. In my old not like name tag.
Like lanyard or whatever.
Lanyard. Yeah. I found that the other day while I was cleaning and I was like,
I got a box of those still.
I know, you gave me the stuff I have out of that box.
Yeah.
Well, This has been My Neighbor Mothman.
It has been.
Had a real weird ending.
Yeah.
The technical problems kind of broke it off.
Yeah, it broke things up in a weird way. You can find us on Twitter
at Baby Mothman. Sorry, I got distracted by
at
Joey Chaos in chat saying Zach Bagans. That's it.
That's all.
That's it.
I'm on Twitter at Levi Carver, Levis. You can watch the streams on twitch.tv/skeleton crew or the Big Brown Couch Gaming Facebook page.
Twitch.tv/skeleton crew gaming.
Oh yeah, man.
This is your thing.
I know.
I mean, it's our thing, but it's your thing.
I stream on there. Yeah.
You can email us at
That Mathman podcast.
Man.
Now I have to start a math podcast.
I can't.
I'm so bad at math.
It's just us sitting on this couch crying for an hour and a half.
Doing homework. What'd you get for 6?
We just walk around your neighborhood. They don't got math homework they need done.
The podcast.
We just get Jake involved and he just follows us around with like an old like camcorder, just knocking on people's door. Just, do you have math homework we can do for our podcast? All right. You can email us at thatmothmanpodcast@gmail.com. Man. Oh, my brain's broken. I'm sorry, everyone.
And you can send us like questions and like cryptids that you would like us to look at. That'd be a cool thing to do.
If you've got problems with anything we've said, if you have math homework for us to do,
those can be directed to at Grenasty on Twitter.
I thought you were gonna direct it to me, so you really hit me with the curveball there. Oh man,
especially math questions.
Yeah, any kind of math questions.
Don't like lead into it though. Just post the math question.
Yeah, just post. I love this because it's just gonna be me and you sending me math questions now. Yeah. So, thank you to Coralie at LYCHAN _ on Twitter. I did see that she had some commissions open up. Cool. I believe Thursday or Friday. I don't know if they've stayed open, but I know that they were open for a little bit.
Excellent.
Keep our Twitter notifications on. If you like art, keep her Twitter notifications on.
Rate us on podcast services that have ratings.
I'm upset that Spotify doesn't.
Yeah, but you know, Spotify has enough going on.
They do have a lot going on.
They do too much stuff.
Also, if you've got a Spotify Wrapped, tweet it to @Grenasty on Twitter.
Yeah.
No context. Don't respond to anything he says to you.
If your Spotify Wrapped for podcast has us in it, send it to us.
Yeah, do please.
That'd be rad.
Send it to the podcast Twitter. Send it to my Twitter @Baby Mothman. I'll interact with you.
Yeah,
I'll interact with anyone at this point. I interacted with a real estate agent on Twitter for 4 minutes before his account was suspended the other day.
Oh boy,
I was bored. It was like 2 p.m. I was clocked in because I tweeted about the USAA homeowners insurance like hold music, which is fantastic, and instantly got a follow from some real estate agent. I was like, "Hey, like, how are you?" He's like, "Oh, I'm great. I'm doing real estate in Texas. Account suspended." I was like,
"What happened?"
Yeah, so that was fun. I guess it's time for warnings.
Yeah.
Don't look at birds. Don't go to walk through petting zoos. Geese and ducks will attack your pants. Okay. Don't do math. Don't go in the woods. Lock all your windows. Lock all your doors. And most importantly, be scared of moths. Unless it's Mothman. And then love him and give him a kiss for me. Tell him this one's from Zach. Give him a little smooch, right on his little moth lips.
Weird crash in the middle. Ruined everything.
Yeah, dude. I felt like we had a real good energy, and then it just...
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm bringing that energy right back up.
Excellent. I'm going to something?
You got like bottled water?
Yeah.
I will take some. Excuse me.
When you tweeted that also, my brain went to the USAA. I'm like, I guess you could get a good beat out of that.
Dude, I will call the USAA homeowners insurance line like when you get back in here. I love their hold music. Are we still live? Take that as a yes. Welcome to the show. This is the Mothman Show. It is me. I am Zachary doing the Mothman Show, singing about things. Yeah, we totally are. Hell yeah. Welcome to the song hour.
Like my favorite part is I don't have to put my water in the fridge right now because it's so cold outside.
Call USAA homeowner insurance line. No, you. Call USAA insurance line.
God, these birds.
Welcome to USAA. Your call may be monitored or recorded for verification and quality assurance. You may experience longer hold times while we serve other members. For faster service, please use our mobile app.
I wonder if there's going to be a hold time at
or this
whatever time this is on a Saturday.
If you're experiencing
8 p.m. on a Saturday.
hardship, please let your representative know. To reach an extension, press the pound key. Otherwise, please enter your USAA or Social Security number.
Operator.
If you're not a member, press 1. All right, you're not a member. If you're a business or need help with a claim, press 1.
I have to do this 18 times a day.
Yeah.
Thanks. To enter an extension, press the pound key. Or tell me which of the following I can help you with. Claims, confirmation of coverage, mortgagee clause update.
Operator.
Okay, then which department do you need? Claims, auto insurance,
Homeowners insurance.
Which service do you need?
Confirmation of
Verify
coverage.
Okay, and just to make sure, is this related to a claim?
No.
Sorry, our office is closed. For immediate service, we recommend using the USAA website or mobile app, where you can get a quote.
I really wanted to hear it, man. There's another dude in my position who, like, we talked for like 15 minutes about how much we love their hold music, and I was talking crap to some other insurance agent this past week because they're like, oh, like, I talked to myself a little bit while I'm like doing this stuff. Do you want me to put you on hold? And I was like, no, like your hold music isn't great. And they're like, well, is any hold music great? I was like, the USA and like hold music's pretty good. And they're like, are you serious? I was like, yeah. And they're like, I mean, okay, then I just won't put you on hold. I was like, thanks.
I'm finding more birds that are in that same like genus that are also extinct and are also from Madagascar and also huge. But
I spilled water.
None of them could fly.
I didn't pee. It's water.
It's water.
It's water. I didn't pee on myself.
All right, I'm gonna start the recording.
Okay, I'm glad that you haven't been.
Yeah, no, we need like downtime in between.
Yeah,
and I'm aware of that.
I also sang a little song while you were getting water.
Oh yeah,
it was a pretty good one. I liked it.
It's around. Do I have Slack?
Looks like it. Looks like you might. That's convenient.
Check that out.
Check that out.
Except.
What? Oh yeah, you didn't click it before you did that, huh? Didn't think that one through, did ya, boss man? Now I can look at myself.
My thought process is, because we've moved this couch over here, is to get a TV, like a bigger monitor.
Oh, that would be nice.
So
like,
that we can do
put right there.
Yeah, we can do our games.
That's smart.
For when things go back to semi-normal and we're recording for the couch channel again.
If that ever happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Oh. Levi?
Yes.
I've got something serious to talk to you about.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if you knew this.
Probably not.
did do an interview with someone about the podcast this week. You want to guess who I did this interview with this podcast for this podcast with?
Who with it was it?
John Podcast himself.
Not John Podcast.
John Podcast.
Founder of podcasts?
Founder of podcasts. He had one thing to say to us.
What was that?
More dinosaurs.
Fair enough.
Cue that music. That's the one that I was really proud of.
Yeah.
I wrote,
see why.
I wrote like 3, and then I was like, I think I want to interview John Podcast.
Founder and discoverer of the modern podcast.
Yeah. First one, he did it. It's the John Podcast.
Welcome to My Neighbor Mothman.
If you couldn't tell, this is about cryptids.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't like really introduce what the show is.
We don't? Yeah.
We should do that from now on.
Yeah, we probably should.
Because we just kind of
We did in like the first couple episodes. Although we also did the Zach and Zach bit.
Yeah, and I'm Zachary.
I'm Levi. I almost did it. And I'm Zachary.
Yeah, I received a complaint that people couldn't tell us apart for the first couple of episodes because I thought it was real funny to say that we were both Zachary.
Well, and that goes back to the Bored Nerds show where I would intro it and go, I'm Levi. And then 6 other people would go, I'm Levi.
Yeah. But this one's funnier because both of our names are Zachary.
Yeah, they're actually Zachary.
Now, shut up.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to tell you all about the Halen vulture.
Okay.
The Halen vulture, out of southern Sweden.
Ooh.
And is reported to be the last living... Wait, no, what's that face for?
I thought of a dinosaur that sounded like Swedish Chef.
I mean, well, now you've got to do it.
No. I didn't have like a voice.
No, I mean, now you've got to have one.
It was just a dinosaur going. But it was like a Gallimimus.
Yeah,
doing that. That's it.
Do you think John Podcast is going to be happy with this?
No, definitely not.
So,
absolutely not.
Helen vulture, out of South Sweden, believed to be one of the last living pterosaurs.
Oh,
which is why it got me so excited in last week's episode.
Last week's, yeah,
when you were talking about pterosaurs. So, Halen vulture said to look exactly like a normal vulture, but very big and more skin that is much more leathery.
Yeah.
But the big thing that sets it apart, rather than normal vulture behavior, perching on trees, acting in the hit Ice Age movies.
Yeah, okay.
Those vultures.
Yeah,
don't doubt me. I
haven't seen those movies in a long time, and I only saw the first 2.
Dude, there's like 6 of them, and I've seen all of them. These ones are known to dive into water.
Okay.
And like spend time underwater hunting like fish.
So I actually had done research about this not that long ago also. In kingfishers.
Don't know about
That's
them.
My favorite bird.
I don't like any birds.
Yeah. But they dive on, like they'll go up real high and dive underwater like 8 meters down.
That's crazy.
To grab fish and then swim back up and fly away.
Yeah, from what I can tell, these ones like dive under and then like swim.
Yeah.
To like just find fish, which is terrifying.
So they're like,
I think that's what the leathery skin is for.
Yeah.
Rather than being like
feathers.
Feathers, yeah. I did write this monster of a bird, which to be fair, all birds are scary. It's said to fly so fast and with so much power that it could devour or destroy boats.
Oh. It's a little Rodan. A little bit. This guy's a little monster. It's a giant pterodactyl.
We've talked about watching all the gods.
It flies at like Mach 10, and anything it flies over, it destroys.
Yeah, I bet. So, here are some names that I'm going to just absolutely destroy because they are Swedish.
Yeah.
Vultures reported to live around Lake Halen near Olofström in Blekinge, Skane. I Googled how to say Olofström.
Yeah.
And found a YouTube video teaching people how to pronounce it. And there was one comment under the video from user Happy Lemon 7 years ago, which just said, "Ha ha ha, not even close."
Excellent.
And that's it. And
Excellent.
That stopped me in my tracks for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I couldn't handle it. So, area around this lake is a well-preserved natural reserve.
Yeah.
With, I believe the number I found, about 35% of it to be completely unexplored.
Okay.
That the woods are just too, like, rough to get in there with, like, scientific equipment.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure people have been out there.
But, like, somebody backpacking and, yeah.
Vultures reported to nest on the Great North Island, Stora Noron, and is reported to have been around the area for centuries.
Okay.
And this was a cool little fun fact that I found out. In the 1970s, a local school rebranded from the Eagles to the Halen Vultures.
Heck yeah.
Like, and I'm just thinking, like, imagine our high school was just like, you know what, we're the East Jackson Bigfoots now.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
That would have been way better. So we voted to a little inside baseball here. Kings Bridge.
Yeah.
We voted on what that mascot was going to be if you were at East and if you were at West Jackson. Because it was like pulling from other schools to build that one.
Did you vote Bigfoot?
No, that wasn't an option. It was like Bearcats, Eagles.
Bearcats would have been cool though.
Vikings, and like Panthers or something.
I mean that makes sense coming from West. Does it console you at all that every school in our district other than Jackson County is now the Eagles?
Ugh, gross.
Yeah.
I voted for the Vikings.
I think I would have voted
because it was like logos, right? And so you could see them, and it was the Minnesota Vikings logo.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And I was like, yeah, there we go. But it was, and like I picked like green and silver was the color scheme that was.
So Maysville.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't go there.
Yeah, Maysville was like green and like green and black, and then green and silver.
Yeah.
And they came in and painted. Man, we're really off of it.
Yeah. We are.
They came in and painted a huge mural in like my 5th grade year in Maysville.
I remember that.
And then the next year, we went from being the Maysville Hurricanes to the Maysville Eagles.
Yeah.
And so this huge mural just had hurricanes all over it, and there was nothing.
No reason.
Yeah. So.
It was Benton. Benton was the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they were. I hated that gym, dude.
It's terrible.
That gym gave me my first concussion. Because that breaker box right inside the door wasn't like secured by anything. So I like stood up into it one point and it just split my scalp.
Yeah.
Hated that gym. Back to Scary Birds.
Yeah.
I can't be mad that we got off topic. It was my fault.
No. It was birds. It was bird related.
So the second half of my like imagine the mascot thing was like if our mascot was Mothman and our rally cry could just be a high pitched clicking.
Oh,
can you imagine how terrifying that would be as the other team
at a basketball game? They have no clue what's going on.
It's not officially rebranded as Mothman. We just decided in the student section and we're just clicking at people. That'd be so scary. I wouldn't come back.
No.
You know who I think would get really into that though?
Who's that?
Fritz.
Yeah.
Fritz, if you're watching, which I don't see you in chat, so you probably aren't. Go back to East Jackson student section and go click at people, I think. So there are a couple of explanations that have been kind of tossed around for quite some time with this. Best one, of course, being that it is literally just a living dinosaur that has been stuck out in the Swedish wilderness. Couple other explanations are kind of like with the rock last week and the Thunderbird is just misidentifications. Really large bird, really large bat.
Yeah.
And then there was one explanation that was listed that does not make any sense to me just as a person with a brain. Maybe it's a manta ray that's learned how to fly.
Okay. Like going full flying fish sort of deal?
Yep.
All right.
No. more than that, like actually like flying.
Yeah.
And I looked at that and I was like, that's just another cryptid.
Yeah. That's another nightmare that's been birthed into
Existence.
Yeah.
So, I know what you're thinking, Zachary. When are people seeing this bird? I'll tell you. It's around Swedish summertime.
Okay.
Which is going to be like our summertime.
Yeah, it's hemispheres.
Well, and we both know birds like to fly south for winter. And that's where the second half of this part of this episode comes in, because down in Africa, they've got a very similar cryptid that shows up about the same time that this bird will be migrating.
Yeah.
And that is the Kangamato.
Okay.
Which I couldn't find any kind of like color description for the Halen vulture.
Yeah.
Kangamato's got a description. A large reddish orange creature with leathery wings devoid of feathers. Kangamato received widespread attention after explorer Frank Welland described it in his 1932 book In Witchbound Africa, which was just a book detailing his exploration.
Yeah, his exploration kind of thing. Kind of like the Marco Polo thing we talked about last episode.
And now I'm going to kind of go off on a little offshoot that finding out that like this thing really received a bunch of attention after some European guy wrote a story about Witchbound Africa.
Yeah.
Kind of made me think about like a lot of the ones we've covered so far, at least the ones that I've covered, have been like, hey, this is Indonesian folklore, and then Johnny Bravo showed up, and now there's a monster out there in those woods. And I mean, like, I will always believe in these things until it's proven otherwise. But like it kind of creates like a sour taste in my mouth of like these things that are just like, oh, they're folklore, that like, oh, okay, this big bird might have destroyed your boat, but he's just trying to get some fish.
Yeah. And it was an above average sized bird. Yeah.
And then Johnny America shows up and, hey, don't go out there. There's a monster.
Yeah.
So it's killing people. So that was that. And I think it is, I think we have got a history of fear mongering.
Yes.
Creating some scare tactics. So I wonder how much of that, I mean, not like done purposefully, but like
a fantastical over exaggeration. Like,
yeah,
I caught a fish this big kind of deal.
And I feel like that's one thing. And then to be like, hey, I went down to Africa and there is a man-eating bird.
Yeah.
When like,
or a tree that eats people.
Yeah. Like there's some part of me that can't separate the fact that I think it had something to do with like trying to keep people out of places.
Yeah. For
like someone's own personal gain. But we're off of that. That just, it set me off when I was like writing it, when I was writing the stuff down, because I was like, I need to find more stuff about this Frank Welland character out.
Yeah.
Couldn't find anything. Yeah. He didn't do anything else. He wrote a book called In Witchbound Africa that just complained about terrible stuff going on in Africa.
Yeah.
And disappeared.
And that's the problem with like everyone being an explorer in pre-internet times. Is like, okay, cool. We don't know anything about any of these people. 20% of them just disappeared forever.
Yep. White people, stop doing this. Leave Mothman alone, except for us. We'll go find him, but it's to love him.
I'm gonna see if I can get a grant to go hunt Mothman.
Man, dude, like every now and then I come across like a TikTok about Mothman.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'd love to go so bad.
Like, my mom wants us to get a grant to go hunt Bigfoot.
They're handing them out.
Yeah. That'd be rad.
I don't know how to apply to one.